This is the HP Envy 14 Spectre, a 14-inch ultrabook laptop covered in glass. That's right, glass on the 14-inch display, glass behind the display, on the palm rest, and even on the touchpad. Now if you're wondering, that sounds really fragile. Well, this isn't just glass. It's Corning's strong and scratch-resistant Gorilla Glass, the same glass you find on modern-day smartphone displays. So, quite interestingly, the laptop is actually sturdier than a plastic alternative. The other benefit of this glass? It's surprisingly more comfortable to rest your palm on the glass, which cools better than other materials. And if you use a MacBook Pro before, you also know that a glass touchpad responds quite well to your touch. That sounds all good until you're reminded about the downside of a glass surface: fingerprints. This has got to be the most fingerprint attracting lid I've ever come across on a laptop. Something especially obvious when you're tempted to use it as a mirror. Which is probably why HP packaged it with a neoprene casing. Speaking of the lid, we need to point out that this glass lid isn't the easiest lid to open. Also, glass isn't exactly the lightest material, making this machine feel slightly heavier compared to other ultrabooks. And because the display has two pieces of glass, one on the front and one on the back, the weight shifts towards the display when holding it. Alright, enough of the glass, let's take a look at the rest of the machine. Like all other Envy laptops, the Envy 14 Spectre comes with a chiclet keyboard that's actually backlit, one I found comfortable to type on. But as always, try it out yourself in stores before you buy. It also comes with Beats Audio. Apart from enhancing audio quality, Beats Audio also provides settings to tweak not just the audio, but also the controls to your heart's content. For example, you can decide whether turning the volume dial in a certain direction will increase or decrease the volume. Of course, if you find Beats Audio a hindrance more than an enhancement, you can always turn it off. That's all and good, if only the speaker wasn't pointing towards the table all the time. Being an ultrabook, you are not going to find too many ports. You've got a mini display port, an HDMI port, an Ethernet connection, a USB 2 and a USB 3 port, and that dreaded 2-in-1 headset port. You also get an SD card reader on the side. But one of the coolest connectivity options on the Envy 14 Spectre has got to be its charger. Not only is this charger slim, it's the first charger we've seen that allows you to remove the cable going to the laptop end as well. What's the point, you ask? So that you can just plug in your phone into the USB port and use it as a phone charger. What's that? I forgot to mention the USB port in the charger. The USB port allows you to charge any USB device, even when the laptop is charging. A nice touch, I must say. Another nice touch is the fact that rather than filling the laptop with junkware, the Envy 14 Spectre comes with utilities that are actually useful, like Adobe Photoshop Elements and Premiere Elements. The Envy 14 also has a proximity sensor to turn the display off when you're not in front of it, and has an NFC receiver built in, although its use is limited to just passing links from an Android phone. And now for the geeky stuff. The HP Envy 14 Spectre we tested came with a dual-core 1.6 GHz Core i5 CPU with integrated graphics, 4GB of RAM, and a solid-state drive just like any other ultrabook, 128GB big, producing a Windows Experience Index score of 4.7. The beautiful 14-inch display also has a resolution of 1600 by 900 pixels, which is a proper 16 by 9 widescreen aspect ratio. And that is the HP Envy 14 Spectre, HP's attempt at building a premium ultrabook by covering it in glass. So, what do you think? Would you own an all-glass notebook? Tell us in the comments. While you're at it, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more awesome tech videos like this, and if you're hungry for more, go check out our website at www.tech65.org for more awesome tech content. I'm Daniel, signing out.